12 if they're going to get up to that 300 mark.
Sweep shot, top edge. Sharky's in the game. Brilliant diving catch. Judged it to perfection. And Nick Greenwood knew it was approaching the time where he'd have to start cracking on. And he opted to take
Sweep
on the
shot,
first
top
ball
edge.
from Lamashani,
Sharky's in the game. Brilliant diving catch.
who ends up having the last laugh. He gets
Judged
his
it
first
to
wicket of the
perfection.
day. Nick Greenwood has to go
And
for a
Nick
well-made
Greenwood knew
32
it was
from 44. Jersey
approaching
now
the time where he'd have to
183
start
for 2.
cracking on.
And he opted to take
Sweep
on the
shot,
first
top
ball
edge.
from Lamashani. Got
Sharky's
an
in the
interesting
game.
task ahead.
Brilliant dive.
They have, and I just called it just literally seconds before. I always thought coming on from this side, Sandeep would have been in a better position. Obviously, batter's hitting into the wind. He's got some excellent fielders out there. Bim has done the hard work there to really support his bowler. But I always thought it's going to be an interesting last 12 overs now with the main man himself coming on. Got a new batter approaching.
Here comes Zach Tribe. And maybe, just maybe, do you think we're getting signs that it is quite a hard pitch to click up, you know, really start to get aggressive on? Do you think that maybe the two-pace aspect of this pitch is making it a little bit challenging?
Possibly, and which is why I'm asking for more variations for the fast bowlers. Not just about going to hard length.
Yep.
So you can see it's two-pace. You can see, you know, the signs are there that it's difficult, that the ball isn't always coming onto the pitch. But you can also see that, you know, giving different variations, giving different opportunities for the bowlers to bowl different lengths, but also bringing on some different variations to help change the context of the timing element really does help. And it makes it harder for the batters to score their runs. So I don't think they've gone early enough in my perspective.
And now it's time for Zach Tribe to settle into his innings. And it's going to just be a case of how long will it take for him to be able to get into a position to kick on. But there's still time left in this game. Flowing drive, played and missed.
Big leg spinner there from Sandeep Lemachani. He's got the ability to turn the ball both sides past the edge. And he'll just be weighing up a little tactical plan against Zach Tribe here. We're trying to set him up for his googly.
Googe running to the danger end. And gets home safely. I'm a big fan of how Lamachani approaches the crease. You get some spinners that really amble up slowly. Lamachani gets to the wicket with pace. The spinner really gets pace behind the ball.
Yeah, and again, a little bit of a learning point here. Coaching tip for young spinners who are trying to get into the game. Leg spin is never easy, so you're always going to go for runs, so you have to be patient. The other things you can affect from a leg spin point of view is your approach, is the energy at the crease, is how quickly you get on off the back foot into the front foot, the energy going into your delivery. Your release points always are affected by, you know, where you are at the crease, at the release element. But it also allows you to get through the action quicker, which means your trajectory at this level, white ball cricket, it's not test match where you can float it up a little bit more.
Now Sompal Kami. Ramp attempt from Googe. The shot's on with short fine leg in the circle. And Now he's in the 90s. He's really going to be thinking whether he can start to push on during this period. Under 11 overs to go.
Pulled high, top edge.
Lamachani running in, ends up receiving it just on the half volley, almost in at his chest. But Gouge showing signs that he's willing to crack on regardless of the looming milestone. Selfless batting.
Yeah, wide, short delivery, tucked into that, but again he's hitting into the wind. Lamachani not quite getting there as quickly as the bowler would have liked. Half a chance going up in the air, caught it off the one bounce.
Zach Tribe looks so calm out there. So calm. He knows he's got time. He knows it would be a poor decision just to instantly start playing with ultra aggression when there is this much time left. It's a real balanced jersey. You've got a strike hit. They're approaching the 200 mark. Still 2 wickets down with 3 balls away from the 10 overs to go point. Back of a length. Just picked up with a little bit extra bounce from Sampal Kami. And this man's going to be an extra challenge for the Jersey batters. Only gone for 14 runs from his 28 balls.
Wow. Brilliant shot from Tribe. And it's gone all the way.
Pounced on the short pitch ball from Sampal Kami, trusted the deck, and clubbed it away for 6 runs, sorry.
Yeah, contrast difference for the ball before. Obviously the ball before was a little bit shorter with a bit more pace, a little bit more height, sort of helmet height. Whereas this one hasn't really got up. Has allowed Zach Tribe to pull the ball towards the cow corner, and he did get a large chunk of it out the middle of the bat. Sailed over for another 6 in this game. Fantastic batting, and maybe that's a sign.
Good length from Kami, and Tribe treating it with respect. There ends the 40th over. Jersey in a good position. 8 short of the 200 mark, 192 for 2, 10 overs to go. They'll be looking to go in total for these last 10. If they can get them away for 100 and get to 290, that'd be an excellent result.
Yeah, it will be. 60 balls. You'd want to say that you're going to try and target around the 75 run mark. Kind of gets you up to that 260, 270 mark. If they can have a decent over where they can get a 15 or a 20, the 280, 285, 290 is on. But again, Sandeep's still got another 3 overs left. 2 after this one.
It's very easy, isn't it, to say 100 from the last 10 overs, but when you've got bowlers of Lamachani's calibre, as you mentioned, with 3 of those 10 left to go, makes the ordeal a little bit more challenging. This looks like buys. Gouge goes for a big swing. Almost called him Goujon there. I'm getting hungry, Kaz. We're approaching the break, which comes at 2:30. It's a fixed point in time, so if the 50 overs isn't done by that point, then a break will be taken. So Zach Tribe really getting his front foot out to the ball. Get through to a good single there, do Jersey. Thumbs up from Gouge. Zach Tribe is certainly a player who can bat at a good rate and seal an innings. I'm thinking of his not out 54 in the final of the sub-regional European qualifiers.
Reverse sweep goes just over backward point. So Gouge moves to 95 with an unorthodox stroke.
He manages to get away with it, but don't let that take away the brilliance of the timing. 198 for 2 now, Jersey.
Excellent cricket shot, and something we called out a little bit earlier on. Be inventive against the spin. We saw a conventional slog sweep out towards the leg side earlier on from Gouge, 6 runs, and now we've seen something even more brilliant to get it out to the offside.
Down the track, could this be the moment? A fielder's in the question. Sharkey takes the catch. The gorgeous innings comes to an end. He gets a shake of the hands with Lamachani, the bowler. And Patrick Gouge falls 5 runs short from a maiden international ton. He can't quite believe it, but he was doing the task for the team. He wanted to up the ante. There was 10 overs to go. And he wanted to do the job that his team so desperately needed him to, which was up the run rate. And now as he walks off to a standing ovation here at Grainville, appreciates the crowd, takes off his lid, and a brilliant innings of 95 comes to an end, and he's put Jersey into a terrific position to go on and claim the last 10 overs.
Yeah, absolutely, and credit goes to the young man, 23 years of age, 95 off 110 balls, fantastic striking. If anything, he's just got under it too early. Hitting into, obviously, the breeze, fielders out in the deep. I always said Sandeep coming on from this end is going to be a little bit more challenging. If anything, I would probably have liked to see him gone out, inside out, probably try and target the offside a little bit more, but credit where credit's due. What a fantastic innings, and really put a platform up for Jersey.
Now it's up to the middle order. It'd be good after this over just to get your thoughts on how difficult it is for middle order batters in white ball games to come in with the pressure of needing to score quickly early on in your innings.
Well, judging by that first ball, Jonty's definitely not leaving that one, is he? After his little experience on Monday, he's made sure he's hit the middle of the bat. But yeah, I mean, the danger is that middle order batsmen come in and it's hard for them to get into this wicket. As coaches, we always say that if you're in, go on and get a daddy 100, go on and get a big 100, go on and get a big score and get players working around you. What's actually happened now is, relatively, you've got 2 new batters in at the crease in a time where the team needs to kick on, and they need a bit of an acceleration. So they're going to have to do this quite quickly and then look to sort of really get over as we see the 41st over complete and Jersey get over to 201 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Yep, just over the 200 mark, and a man that I've been asking to give an extra go to. Nandan Yadav, after a couple of overs went for 14, he was having a tricky time bowling the short ball ploy, which isn't really his style. And now he's got a chance here to take a couple of wickets and really start to pile the pressure on Jersey. That one swings into Jonty Jenner. A good delivery from Yadav. Well backed up. And with 9 overs to go, you've got to feel again just to come back to the target Jersey want to set. 290 would be a very good result.
Yeah, it would be an excellent result. I'm slightly curious as to Sampal bowling 1 over from that end and then coming back off again. I'm not sure what the thought process was there.
I think he might have had 2, maybe 3. I think it's because it was tricky because it was split by the drinks break. I think it might have been shown to just almost as if it didn't look like he bowled quite as many. But yeah, you're right. It's a very short spell for Cammy. There's been a couple of those for him today. A couple of short, sharp spells where he's maintained pace. That Tribe dropping it into the offside. He knows his role here. He's just going to try and keep the scoreboard ticking. I reckon Tribe will try and be there at the end and players are going to come in and play around him. But he's also shown that he's got the ability to hit the big shot.
I think at this stage, every batter who's coming in, they've got a big shot in them. A boundary ball in them, ability to accelerate. I think the key thing is finding the right ball as often as possible in order to manufacture a boundary option.
Back of a length, it's just come off the glove. And it's run away down to third man. I'm pleased I got my fielding on camera there. Good work from the man over at deep cover. I was a little bit worried. You see I pulled out the long barrier there? I almost ripped my trousers.
I heard a noise. I wasn't quite sure what it was, but I think you got assisted by the boundary rope nicely.
I was worried for a minute. I've got a bit of a story actually. I've got a scar on my face actually, just above my lip, and it came from hockey, and I wasn't actually playing. I was a spectator.
The plot thickens.
Slashing cut shot. Brilliant from Jonty Jenner. As he threw the hands at a wide short one from Nandan Yadav and gets 4. Jersey moved to 211 for 3. And this over's gone for 10 already. And yeah, so I was actually watching my brother at the time. And at some Astro hockey pitches, you get a thin walkway of concrete around the Astro, which is about probably a centimetre raised from the Astro, like a curb. And I went to put my foot out, it was really coming at some pace, and hit the curb, popped up and hit me in the face. Somehow didn't break any of my teeth, but it's given me a scar between nose and mouth. As Jonty Jenner tries a cute cut down towards
It
man.
sounds like not only a physical scar, but a mental scar as well.
I've never gone to watch hockey since.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
That's why I'm here, really. So whenever I'm watching any game of sport, I always feel a little bit like I'm fine when playing. I'll dive around everywhere, but it's just when I'm watching, I'm not willing to take the embarrassment again of having to go to hospital from being a spectator.
I noticed how you didn't quite get to the boundary rope. You're well away from the boundary rope, which is. But you went down really well.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Nimble. Did you not expect it?
I just thought you were going to flick it up with your suede shoes on and send it back. I wasn't expecting a long barrier to come out. That's for sure.
Well, you've got to do it technically right. You see, I was on camera there. Yeah, I'm not gonna show off the wrong skills. That ends the 42nd over, 212 for 3.
I would love to see a repeat of this long barrier.
I thought you were going to say you wanted to see a repeat of me getting hit in the face with a hockey ball. I didn't know. I was worried how to take that. You want to see the long barrier, do you?
I'd love to see that. I'm sure the spectators around the world would love to see that as well. We can analyse
Oh
it.
no, here we go. There you go. Happy?
Very good. I was just trying to get a bigger split in the trousers.
No, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. You see how I just, really got my head in line with that back thigh there for the perfect long barrier. I'm doing your job here, Kaz.
Doing well. You're doing well.
Cut away with power. It's beat the fielder, so it's going to take some stopping. It's good work out there in the deep. And it will just be a single. Shows how well Kumal covered the ground at deep cover.
Misfield from Captain Roy there, number 17.
I tell you what he needed to do, Kaz. He needed a long barrier, didn't he? All the way, this is a chance. Oh! Beat him on the half volley. Ishan Pandey. He's gone for the dive. It's the point in the game where a wicket would be so important to try and limit Jersey to a lower total, and he's gone after it. And that's the risk you can take with those ones.
In my opinion, he's made an absolute meal out of it. He didn't really run in as quick as I would probably have liked. Half an attempt of a dive, and it's fallen just short of it. And so yeah, maybe a little bit more intensity in the field from Ishan could have made a difference there.
Well, careful, he's not far away, Kaz.
Good critical feedback.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, maybe if he went out with a little bit more aggression, he could have got their challenging chance there. And Tribe tries to carve it away through backward a point. Good diving stop. It's a nice brisk day here at Grainville. Not too warm, not too cold, gentle breeze across the ground. But when the sun does get out, it can be a little bit hot out in there in the sunshine. But a good day for cricket, a good day for a tussle between bat and ball, which is what we're seeing here.
Yeah, and two good teams on shore here. Jersey, the home side. Obviously the crowd coming out in their numbers to support the home team. And also the visiting team for this DFDS Summer Series, Nepal, with some quality cricketers fresh off the experience of the T20 World Cup, where they have really put themselves on the map across the global stage. They've done really well.
They certainly have, and Jersey remaining resolute as they look to push past that 250, 275, 290, maybe even knock on the 300 door.
7 overs, 83 required to get to the 300 mark. Takes some doing with relatively two new batters in at the crease. But with pace on, could be an interesting choice.
There's some good running and potential of a third. He could bring about a chance. Good running though. Zach Tribe alert enough to take the third run after the ball hits the stumps at the non-strikers. 220 for 3 now.
And a change up in the delivery. That was a slow ball. You can see how the batters miscued that, and I think on this surface they haven't done it for long periods. They haven't done it enough. Almost made it too easy by bowling pace on with width on offer.
Try backing away, can't get a hold of it, and it's this point, isn't it? Over 43, 7 overs to go, still got 7 wickets in hand, and this is the time to go, which is what we're seeing now from the two batters. Some big swings and well, brilliant run between the wickets.
Yeah, and I don't mind that at all from the two batters. They've got themselves relatively in. They're seeing it now really well. Zach Tribe on 13 off his 16. Jonty Jenner 17 off 9 balls. Nandan Yadav coming in for his 3rd delivery off his 4th over.
Finally played. It's coming down again. I might have to put out the long barrier, but no, Sandeep Lamachani's going to do it for me. Oh, it's just a couple more runs. 2 for 3.
And they're playing it well, these two. Again, they've got set quickly, which is so crucial for the mid-order batters. Look at that from Jonty Jenner, 17 off 9. Hasn't needed any time to score with pace. Zach Tribe, slightly different approach. But there's definitely going to be some big swings to come. You know what? I'm going to say it now. Jersey to get past 300. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, this is almost bold there, Zach Tribe. Is that a bold call, 300?
Confident prediction, that, Charlie. And I don't mind that at all. And it's definitely doable. The danger is that you continuously get wickets. I mean, if these two are in, yeah, for sure.
And it's definitely going to be a part in the game. But you can't take your eyes off the screen. 4 more. Well-timed pull shot from Zach Tribe, just helping it on its way. He hasn't tried to bludgeon it to the boundary, more help it on its way. And it's going to be 4 more, moving Jersey to 226 now.
Again, question around the pace of the delivery at the back end of the game. You're actually helping the batters on to try and hit the ball to the boundary by putting pace on. Just not sure they've switched onto that as quickly as possible.
And then Yadav still got a point to prove today. He's been expensive in his spell so far. Can he take a wicket? It's a dot ball to end. 9 runs from the over. 226 for 3, Jersey. And you just motion there, Kaz. Let's have a look at the batters left to come. We've got Charlie Brennan, who made a brilliant half-century in challenging circumstances for Jersey on Monday. Julius Samaroa, yes, he made a golden duck on Monday. However, he's got long levers. He can hit a long ball. Benjamin Ward, Blom P as well. He wasn't here on Monday. He's going to come in for the first time. He'll be at number 9. Scott Van Breda, also not here on Monday. He's at number 10. And Jake Dunford down at number 11. So the man who made 41, Daniel Birrell, not in the batting 11. A firm drive. Brings an outside edge from Jonty Jenner. It's safe though. It's a short third. And Lamichhane is doing excellent work. And it's almost expected of the great bowler. Reverse sweep. Mistimed. Chance for a run out again. It's a direct hit. An umpire shakes his head and they're going to get through to some overthrows. Again, more alert running. The Jersey teammates are applauding that with plenty of applause. Lamichhane approaches. Short, pounced on. 6 more for Jonty Jenner. Skips up the ramp and away for 6. He pounced on short length early from Lamichhane and puts it away. 234 for 3 now. 300 on the horizon.
Fantastic cricket shot from Jonty Jenner, who moves on to 25 of 12 balls. I've got a feeling he's the guy who Jersey might be looking to try and really get a quick fire 50 maybe off 25, 30 balls.
That'd be big.
Yeah, and you need one or two batters like that who can strike at 150, 170, 180, 200 just to get you over sort of the 300 mark.
But these two playing the perfect middle order role. The tricky task of getting started quickly. They're doing well. Zach Tribe more of a rotational player at the minute, and Jonty Jenner putting balls away to the boundary. This is going to land safely beyond the bowler's arm. And Karan gets in with a good throw, but Jonty Jenner's back for 2. So 2-3-7 for 3 now. 1 ball left in Lamachani's 10. 2 for 48. He's bowled well and batters have played him well. And a single to end out his spell with an over that goes for 12. 2 for 49 from Lamachani's 10. How do you reckon he'll feel after that performance?
Yeah, fantastic 10 overs. I don't mind him leaking a few runs. I think he's done really well. He's picked up the 2 wickets bowling from the right end. Probably could have started from this end as well. But overall, just slowed the run rate down. The acceleration has been slowed down from Jersey's perspective, and I think he's done really, really well. Got to back up his bowling now for the last 5 overs inside the boundary rope, fielding down at third man over here. But he's done really, really well.
Hemant Dami, the strike bowler from game 1. Can he strike in game 2? Helped on its way, brilliant shot. Gets down on one knee, Zach Tribe, and whips it over his shoulder for 4. Such a talented shot that from Zach Tribe. And Hemant Dami straight back onto the bowling, and he's been put away for 4 first up.
I'm sure his brother's watching eagerly from outside, applauding the innovation that's come from that shot. It's a cracking, cricketing shot. As we have a change in the field, Sandeep coming in into short third man.
Short ball, and Zach Tribe might have just hit the gap again. Back-to-back boundaries. Jersey to 246 for 3. And bringing about a lovely cheer from this crowd here at Grainville.
And I think this is the over where I think you're looking at that 15 to 20 mark. If you can get that over the line here, that's going to really push on Jersey now to that 300 mark. But you, as a team, you're always looking for one bowler to come on who can give you a little bit of pace towards the back end, which these 2 deliveries have definitely been. But also where you can get a 15, maybe a 20 injection into the run setting period.
Slower ball, clubbed over cover. And you could tell that was going to happen just because of third man and fine leg coming in the circle. It was time maybe for Dami to take off a bit of pace, and Zach Tribe's read it well. He's hit it over cover for 4, and it's the 250 up for Jersey, 3 4s in a row. Welcome back, Hemant Dami.
12 already off this over. Got another 3 balls to go. Lots of discussion going on here from captain. Sampal Kami also coming to consult in terms of what needs to be done. Got a change of field. Lots of discussions happening with the bowler. Nandan Yadav also chipping in with a bit of advice. I'm not sure what he's going to offer there, having gone for 40 odd himself. But it'll be interesting to see what the game plan is here, because this could be that over where you get the 15-20. Already 12 off the 3 balls.
Can Zach Tribe make him pay again? Runs it away down to third. Great diving stop from Lamachani. That feels like a big moment.
Feels like a huge moment. Huge moment. 13 runs off so far. An inch either side, I think a little bit to the left, that would have gone for 4 as well. He's done really well there, has Sandeep Lamachani there, who's now been asked to go back down to third man position with mid-off coming up.
Slapped up to long on by Jenner. Thoughts about the 2, but just a single with 1 ball left in the over. Do you feel like there's a... This is again, feels a harsh point, but with 14 from it, does this feel like a ball to try and make it 20? Or does it feel like a ball just to get out of the over and with a
No,
single?
100%. Make it 20. Absolutely.
Well, the intent was there, but it will just be a single.
So 15 off this over. I think he's just slightly missed out, but credit to the bowler after the first 3 balls to come back for 3 singles to finish off that over. He was under some severe pressure in the first 3 balls. And it just goes to show how vital and valuable that stop from Sandeep at short third man. He's thrown out the left claw. Seems to have stopped the run flow as we have another change of bowling from the pavilion end with Sandeep completing his 10 overs. Karan KC will be coming on 253 for 3 or 46 overs. Where's your predictions? Are we still on?
Still on 300.
Still on the 300 mark?
Still there. So just a quick recap as we go into the final 4 overs. Jersey had a brilliant first wicket stand of 115 before Carline fell on 56. Top quality opening partnership. Second wicket was in the 39th over. Greenwood falling for 32 from 45, and then it was the main man, Patrick Gouge, who fell for 110 ball 95. Just 5 runs short of that maiden international ton for his nation. And now we get to the current moment in time. 4 overs to go. Jersey 147. Here's Karan. The drive is mistimed up towards long on. Jenner's thinking about the 2, but Zach Tribe understands. There'll only be a 1 there. 2-5-4 for 3.
Good start from Karan. At this stage, singles is fine. Just want to limit the boundary options as much as possible. It's been an excellent display of batting from the Jersey boys. 254 for 3.
Karan KC cleared up the tail on Monday. Huge swing. Fielder interested. Gone. Solid take out, a deep backward point. Jonty Jenner, a fiery cameo comes to an end. 27 off 15 balls he made, doing his job for the team. But now, with 23 balls left in this innings, it's going to be up to Charlie Brennan to propel Jersey to a competitive total.
And the added factor of the left and right hand combination coming in. Fantastic innings there from Jonty Jenner, who's done exactly what the team required. Don't mind the intent being shown there. Was looking at the vacant area just at the backward point region, but unfortunately found the fielder out in the deep. But once again, Karen Casey comes on and strikes towards the back end, breaking the partnership.
So Karen Casey is now in the wickets as Jonty Jenner gets out with that slashing cut shot. And it's up to left-hander Charlie Brennan to get Jersey over the line in the closing stages of this second one-dayer. Nice start from Charlie Brennan. With a whip of the wrist, sign of a man in form. Here's a question for you. One for those at home as well. What do you reckon is the current percentages for chances to win?
Current percentages for a chance to win.
Yes, it's quite a tricky point in the game, isn't it, to answer this question? But
Yeah, I think 20 overs too early to ask this game.
it's because it's too tricky.
At this current stage, I would definitely have Jersey. Almost your 70-30, 60-40 maybe.
Yeah.
But then with the large support coming from India and Nepal, I'm sure they only see one winner, regardless of what Jersey go and get. Sitting on the fence there a little bit. I don't know if that's answered your question, but am I right?
It's about the 50-50 mark,
So
which I think shows how well Jersey have done to get to that 50-50 mark. You're not far away there, Kaz. Swatted towards cow corner, entering the deep pocket where it's retrieved. A couple more runs. And I reckon if this ball goes for a boundary, it'd be a huge boost for Jersey. And a kick in the teeth for Nepal. It feels like that over, doesn't it? A wicket's gone from it. It's been great pressure building. 1 wicket, 1-2-2. If this ball goes for a boundary, it's going to be a big momentum swing, I feel.
pressure ball this.
Zach Tribe, the man in form on strike.
Or balled. Or balled.
Oh, that would have been out. It looked as if Zach Tribe last minute had to jump around the bowler.
And a great bit of sportsmanship there from Karen Casey, fist pumping Zach Tribe there, who's probably acknowledged the fact that he's had to jump around him to get in under pressure. Quality bit of sportsmanship there.
So the fourth wicket falling in the 47th over. Jonty Jenner falling for a well-made 27. And with 3 overs to go, 18 balls. Yes, 40 feels like a big ask, but with Zach Tribe on strike, Charlie Brennan in form, it's definitely on the cards.
40 off 18 in any practice situation, you'd take that on. You'd give it a go.
हेलो 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 नमस्ते नमस्ते सबैजनालाई स्वागत छ म हल्का ढिलो भएँ स्वागत छ सबैजनालाई आज पहिलो दिनमा EWC को आज चाहिँ नेपालबाट डिआरएस टिम पनि छ EWC मा बाहिर प्यारिसमा गएको छ ल्यान्ड खेल्नको लागि है फर्स्ट डे हो हेरौँ कस्तो गर्छ राम्रो गरोस् भन्ने आशा छ म सबै सेटअप गर्दैछु है झ्याप्पै लाइभ आइहालेँ तर मैले सेटअप चाहिँ केही गरेको छैन सेटअप गर्नुपर्ने छ ल सबैजनाले एकचोटि डिआरएस को लागि चाहिँ माया देखाउनु होला त के छ दाइ सबै ठिक छ केटा हो ठिक छ रुख ल यहाँ एउटा फर्म पनि मैले फिलअप गर्नुपर्ने छ युट्युब ग्लोबल युट्युब पार्टनर प्लेटफर्म जाने तो अभी फिलअप नहीं होगा कति बेला स्टार्ट हो र अब स्टार्ट त भइसक्यो होला एकछिन ल मलाई कामहरू अरू पनि पर्यो के त्यसले गर्दाखेरि हल्का ओ डान्सर हुँदो रहेछ अहिले त नाइस 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 दाइ सुरु हुन लाग्यो एन्ट्री हुन लाग्यो टिमको हो हुन लागिरहेछ त गाइस हुन लागिरहेछ एकैछिन हेलो ल स्टार्ट भइसक्यो अरे खतरनाक ग्रान्ड छ त यार रोक ल प्याराडक्स गेमिङ कत्रो बुड्डो बुड्डो हुने यार ल हाम्रो पनि आउँछ होला DRS आयो ल सबैले लग्नु त DRS EWC 26 लेखेको रहेछ ओ दामी यस्तो फ्लोरमा पनि रहेछ नि त लोगो फ्लोरमा आउँदो रहेछ नि त टिम फाल्कन्स माया छ दाइ लभ फ्रम इङ्ल्यान्ड सासाङ FF धन्यवाद लभ यु टु यार मेरो भाइ एपेक्स गेमिङ ए इन्डियाबाट हो नि यो त है एपेक्स गेमिङ साइल उल्भिन केडी ए सोटो एपेक्स भइसक्यो सोटो अस्ति हेर्दाखेरि अर्कोमा थियो सोटो ओए ओसाना इवास ओए यिनीहरूले त के लिएर आयो यो यिनीहरू त त्यो अन्तरिक्षवाला भाँडा हुन्छ नि त्यो ल्याएर आयो त यिनीहरूले त कि पहिलाको उनीहरू चाहिँ च्याम्पियन हो इवास तपाईँ किन प्यारिस नगएको एक्ज्याक्टली एउटा रिजन छैन यार म ठिकै छ अब यतैबाट भए पनि सपोर्ट गरिन्छ सूर्य बल थ्याङ्क यू फर द सुपर च्याट ब्रदर स्पोर्ट्स वर्ल्ड कप 2026 लिएर आएको छ आउनु फेरि ओ त्यही त हिन्द भनेको त्यही त पहिला त अर्कै थियो नि त टिम हिँड्थ्यो नि त है ओ कहाँबाट के अरू केही आवाज आइरह यार सबैको देखाइरहेछ अब ब्याकग्राउन्ड
How hard is it to stay at the top?
साउन्ड सानो आयो कसको हो गाइस मेरो कि उदा गेमको अहिले त्यस्तो केही बोलेको छैन खास DRS को दाइ DRS को जर्सी खैनी त्यो त मलाई पनि एक्ज्याक्ट अब यो नयाँ जर्सी हो कि उनीहरूको DRS को लाइक अप्रुभ जर्सी के ए रिप्रेजेन्ट नेपाल भनेर पनि आइरहेको टोटल गेमिङ खै त टिजी देखाएन त यार टोटल गेमिङको टिमहरू ए सायद आज जुन ग्रुपले खेल्छ गेमको साउन्ड बढाउँ न दाइ गेमको साउन्ड अहिले बढेको छैन गाइज रोक्नु मैले बढाइदिएँ त त्यो पनि अहिले गेम सुरु भएपछि गेमको साउन्ड बढाउन मिल्छ सुरु भयो
सो एउटा छोटो मिठो ब्रेक भन्दा पनि ब्रेकै भन्न आउँछ मलाई ब्रेक भन्दा पनि हामीले हेरौँ टिम्सहरू के कस्तो गरिरहेका छन् भनेर एन्ड टिम्सहरूको इन्ट्री पनि हेरौँ र त्यो च्याम्पियन इभोज डिभाइनको त्यो स्ट्यान्डिङ ओभेसन टाइप अफ थिङ हामीले त्यो देख्न पायौँ 2025 को ई स्पोर्ट्स वर्ल्ड कपको केही मेमोरिज जुन लास्ट टाइम च्याम्पियन बनेको थियो इभोज डिभाइनको टिम त्यसपछि टिम सिक्रेट WAZ नामले खेलेको थियो हाम्रो FFW साउथ इस्ट एसिया भियतनामको फर्स्ट टिम जसले च्याम्पियन बन्न सफल भएको थियो FFWC को त्यो टिम पनि रहेको छ यसपालि लाउड ब्राजिलका च्याम्पियन डेमन्स प्राइड पाकिस्तानको च्याम्पियन टिम एपेक्स गेमिङ इन्डियाको च्याम्पियन DRS गेमिङ नेपालको च्याम्पियन प्याराडक्स गेमिङ अफ्रिकाको च्याम्पियन सो च्याम्पियन रहेका छन्
अहिले आवाज ठीक छ
ग्रुपमा
सबैले भन्नु होला त
र देख्न सकिन्छ टिम्सहरू रेडी भइरहेका छन् सम्दि भर्खरै हामीले डेमन्स प्राइड पाकिस्तानबाट देख्यौँ अहिलेको लागि अल गेमर्स ग्लोबल
अंकित भाइ
एकदमै देखिसकेका छौँ हामीले अब पनि हामी पहिलो म्याचको पर्खाइमा हुनेछौँ सायद अब सबैभन्दा छिटो हामी जानेछौँ पहिलो म्याचतर्फ र प्लेयर्सहरू टिम्सहरू तपाईँले हेर्न पाउनुहुन्छ एपेक्सका यहाँ टिम रहेका छन् टिम एपेक्स गेमिङ रेडी छन् यहाँ प्लेयर्सहरू आफ्नो त्यो जति पनि एचडी भनौँ अथवा जति पनि सेटिङ छ यहाँ कम्प्लिटली रेडी राखेर अब सुरु गर्नेछ पहिलो म्याचको खेल हुनेछ हेरौँ कति मजा आउनेवाला छ पहिलो म्याच बर्मुडाको म्याप सबैभन्दा धेरै खेलिएको म्यापको रूपमा पनि हामीले चिन्छौँ बर्मुडा म्यापलाई र एक्साइटमेन्ट धेरै नै बढ्नेछ यहाँ र हाम्रो कसरी खेल्नेछन् भन्ने कुरा हो र सँगसँगै हाम्रो मित्र टिम्सहरूले पनि कसरी पर्फर्म गर्नेछन् यो स्टेजमा भन्ने कुरा पनि र बाँकी रहेका टिम्सहरूको कुरा गर्नुहुन्छ भने
DRS own first game सुरु नै बाहेन कसरी यार कसरी थाहा भयो
रहनेछ यहाँ ल्यान्ड इभेन्ट र त्यो पनि ग्लोबल ल्यान्ड इभेन्ट पहिलो पटक पनि खेलिरहेको हुन सक्छ कतिपय टिम्सहरूको लागि हेरौँ कसरी पर्फर्मेन्स निकाल्नेछन् यी
कतैबाट को बोलेको आवाज आइरहेको यार
एक्ज्याक्टली
मिलाउन
ट्राई गर्दै प्याराडक्स गेमिङ देख्न सकिन्छ FMWS अफ्रिका 2026 स्प्रिङको च्याम्पियन रहेका छन् स्नाइप विन्डी स्निकी एल्टुके र डेनरिकको साथ लाइनअप रहेको छ यो टिमको र इफ म रङ छैन भने डेमन्स प्राइडको टिम रहेको छ त्यो जुन कि हाम्रो छिमेकी राष्ट्र पाकिस्तानबाटै रहेको छ उनीहरूसँग त खेलेकै हो हामीसँग अलिअलि भए पनि अनुभव रहेको छ हान्न सकिन्छ कि भन्ने पनि आश रहेको छ र टिम एपेक्स गेमिङ 4 रहेका
कुनै अरु ठाउँ पनि भइराछ र
केडी र वुल्भिन रहेका छन् मेबी प्लेइङ फोमा लुइसलाई बेन्च गरिन्छ या कुन लाडी बेन्च हुन्छन् त त्यो हेर्नु पर्छ र त्यहाँ फ्लुक्सको मास्कोट देखिरहेका छौं
यो म पनि यही देखाएर छ फेरि स्टार्ट इन्डिया स्पोर्ट्स
समथिङ बियर हो बुल हो बियर भन्दा पनि
तो भाई 0 ডিগ্রি ছিল ওরা কি ফ্রিজের ভিতরে বডিতে
ওরা এই মেমোর ফিঙ্গার স্লিপ ইউজ করে ফ্লিকার তোমার
जिंकू भाई फ्री फायर esports मैक्स इंडिया ऑफिशियल
पता नहीं कब किसकी प्रार्थना किसकी दुआ लग जाए एंड एक जिस तरीके देख लीजिए यहाँ पे भारत
the number of contender to rise above and
थी आई थिंक दैट इज
introduce
नहीं भर्खरै सुरु भएको छ
प्राइमरी कास्टिंग फेसेस आपके साथ है
सेम लॉबी
और भाइको कास्टिङ दामी लाग्छ यार गाइस खतरा गर्छ उसले
वर्ल्ड सीरीज चैंपियन खेल रहे हैं बड़े नाम होने वाले हैं बड़े नामी गिरामी नाम होने वाले हैं ग्रुप ई के अंदर ही वो टीम्स है वो 4 टीम्स है जिन्होंने पिछली बार ई स्पोर्ट्स वर्ल्ड कप 2025 खेला था
क्या राम्रो बैकग्राउंड म्युजिक हालेर छ
होने वाले ई स्पोर्ट्स वर्ल्ड चैंपियन फ्री फायर
बुल हो कि के हो अम्ला नचाउँदैछन् यहाँ माछा 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 भ्याबुता खेल्दैछन् अथवा के खेल्दैछन् ठ्याक्कै थाहा भएन तर कम्प्लिटली फोकस गरिरहेको हो कि अथवा
मैले बुझे के भइराछ भने गाइस
हामीले त्यो
यो पछाडी ब्याकग्राउन्डमा यहाँ त्यहाँ इङ्ग्लिसमा या कुनै ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा कसैले कास्टिङ गरिरहेको छ नि त्यो पनि आवाज आइरहेछ क्या यता
आफ्नो त्यो हर्टबिटलाई अझ डाउन गर्नको लागि
त्यस्तो केही भइरहेछ जस्तो लाग्छ
धन्यवाद पायो पिज्ने अलिकति समातेर हातमा समातेर चाहिँ अझै प्रेसरलाई डाउन गर्ने कुनै न कुनै एउटा ठाउँ खोज्दैछन् कुनै न कुनै एउटा चिज खोज्दैछन् जसको कारणले चाहिँ अझै कन्फिडेन्स बढोस् र प्रेसर पनि घट्ने सम्भावना देख्नेछन् त्यहाँ र हामीले
टिजिआरले एफएफडब्ल्यूएस विन गरेको भए ब्लू हिरो हो र मानी जान्थेन अनि अहिले हजुर प्यारिस हुनुहुन्थ्यो त्यस्तो होइन प्यारिसमा आफै नगएको गाइस
अझ राम्रो पर्फर्मेन्स
प्यारिस म कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटर भएर पनि जान मिल्थ्यो तर त्यो चिज त्यो कुरामा अलिअलि केही कुराहरू अरू पनि छ
मेबी जुन हामीले कुरा गरेका थियौँ त्यो हात औँलाको आई गेस अलिकति फिङ्गर पनि फास्ट चलाउनको लागि त्यो औँलाको मसलको पनि फिङ्गर मसलको पनि
ध्यान गर्दैछ
एकदमै जरुरी हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई एन्ड के भन्दा अगाडि अब त्यो गर्ने हो कि त्यसलाई अलिकति एक्टिभ कसरी बनाउने हो कि
दामी भिडियो भन्छ दामी भिडियो नै आउँछ
मुभ
एकदमै दामी यहाँ हुँदैछ केही न केही
यु रहेका छन्
उले चस्मालाई फुक लगाउँदैछ
स्नाइपर करेन्टली हाम्रो ग्लोबल सर्किटमै रहेको छन्
अहिले त्यो स्टार्ट नहुँदासम्म एकछिन म्युट गरिदिउँ है हेरौँ है यिनीहरूको कोले के गर्दो रहेछ यिनीहरू चाहिँ ऊ रहेछ यार अलिक बुढो बुढो रहेछ कि बुढो बुढो देखिने हो हेर त सुरु हुन लागिसक्यो तिनीहरू प्र्याक्टिसमा तपाईँले टिजिआर छोड्नु भएको त के कस्तो कस्तो क्वेसन सोध्छु टिजिआर भनेकै मै हो के टोन्डे गेमर भनेको टिजिआरको सर्ट फर्म मैले कसरी छोड्छु टिजिआर ए स्टार्ट भइसक्यो त है अब ल सुरु गरौँ त
ग्रुप ए बाट केवल टप 4 टिम्स मात्र क्वालिफाई हुनेछन्
आवाज ठिक छ कि मात्र भनिदिनु है मलाई मैले 2x पनि गरे है
नम्बर 1 त्यो पनि बर्गु जाको म्याच बन्ने छ और ए टिम आफ्नो डेस्टिनी तर्फ गइसकेका छन् आफ्नो ड्रप लोकेसन तर्फ गएका छन्
जर्सीमा फ्ल्यागको लोगो छ त्यसैले लगाउन पाउँदैन ए नाइस नाइस यस्तो पो हो रिजन तर भए पनि के हुन्छ यार फ्ल्याग ए बुझे किनकि ओल्ड लेभमा यो फ्ल्याग भएकोमा यो यस्तो यस्तो भयो भन्ने टाइपको होला नि त के हैन
हाम्रो देशको टिम कोचिनक र सँगसँगै फ्याक्ट्री तर्फ
साउन्ड छिटो भयो त्यो चाहिँ उ गरेको भएर फास्ट गरेको भएर गाइस ल
अलिकति त्यहाँ फाइट हुने
एउटा चाहिँ इरिटेटिङ भयो के
सँगसँगै हेर्ने हो भने क्यापटाउन तर्फ फाइट इनिसिएट भइसकेको छ त्यहाँ अरोरा गेमिङका टिम्स गएका छन् अगाडि साइड
त्यसको सराउन्डिङ साउन्ड पनि आइरहेछ यहाँ
फर्स्ट ब्लड कसले निकाल्ने छन् त्यो
कुन छ यसमा डीआरएस
गेमिङका
ओए फर्स्ट एलिमिनेसन ठकुरी भाइले आन्दैछ ठकुरी भाइसँग मेरो इन्स्टा पनि कुरा हुन्थ्यो
सँगसँगै अब अगाडि बढ्ने छन् डीआरएस गेमिङ द रियल सोल्जर र सँगसँगै हेर्ने हो भने अरोरा गेमिङ जाने छन् राइट ह्यान्ड साइड तर्फ प्लेयर्सहरु रेडी छन् त्यहाँ फाइट दिन जम्प शट
औरा भाइको टिम हो र औरा गेमिङ भनेको अगाडिको हैन होला
कम्पोज भएर वेट गर्दैछन् क्रोनोको प्रयोग गरेका छन् त्यहाँ जाने छन् प्लेयर्स एकजना प्लेयर्सलाई डाउन निकाल्न पुगेको अन डाइनेस्टीले अर्को पनि प्लेयर्सलाई डाउन निकाल्दै कम्प्लिटली एल्मेसन लिएका छन् यहाँ अरोरा गेमिङको लागि जुन डाउन छन् उनलाई रिभाइभ गर्नुपर्ने आवश्यक यूएसको हेल्थ निकै कम सर्भाइभ गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ उता साइड तर्फबाट प्लेयर्स आउँछन् र साइड रोले त्यहाँ कम्प्लिटली टिमलाई एल्मेसन दिन पुगे अरोरा गेमिङ पहिलो टिम बन्नेछ डे नम्बर 1 म्याच नम्बर 1 मा एलिमिनेट हुने टिम
ला पहिले एलिमिनेट भयो त यार अरोरा गेमिङ त
गन डाइनेस्टीको टिमले
दाइ ब्लु हिरोले छोडेको टिजर हो उ चाहिँ अहिले उसमा
एलिमिनेट गरेको
छ ए ल यता पनि ब्याटल भइरहेको छ डीआरएस को स्टोरेज चाहिँ डाउन छन्
ठकुरीको राम्रो कभर
बसिहाल्छ नि त ओइ 3 किल्स
डीआरएस गेमिङ नेपालले सेक्युर गरिसकेको छ
ओहो गजब खेलिरहेछ ला इनोलाई पनि हान्छ होला इनोलाई पनि हान्न सक्छ होला यार दुई जनालाई मेरो इन्टरनेट हैन गाइस है यो यही अड्क्यो
अफ्रिकाको अफ्रिकन रिजनको प्याराडक्स गेमिङ सँग यहाँ
पनि गयो बुढाबुढीलाई हान्दिने भयो
स्पट गरेका छन् सर्ट रेन्जमा जान कोसिस गर्दै तर आलु र प्रतीकको जोडी हामीलाई थाहा छ प्रतीकको घायल हुन्छ यो दुईटै प्रोमिनेन्ट रसल नेपालको वान अफ द बेस्ट डुओ
अरे दामी खतरनाक हान्दै केटाहरुले नाइस 4 किल भइसक्यो यार
डीआरएस गेमिङ नेपाल द रियल
टपमै छ उनीहरु र
चौथो एलिमिनेसन सेक्युर गरिसकेको छ यहाँ वर्ल्ड च्याम्पियन
फेस क्याम थोरै माथि हाल्नु न मलाई लाग्छ पर्फेक्ट ठाउँमै छ हेर्नु त कसै केही कुरालाई छेकेको छैन फेस क्यामले
रिभाइभ हान्न पनि सफल रासिया माथि रहेका छन् तर डेमोन्स्ट्रेटको लागि पनि त्यहाँ माथिल्लो साइडमा एउटा प्लेयर गएको हामी देखिरहेका
हल्का बरु अलि सानो गरिदिन्छु ठिक्क ठाउँ छ
गालिन्छ एम गल पछाडी जानुपर्ने हुन्छ रिकल गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ रिकलको लागि मेबी जान ट्राई गर्छन् टप 16 को एक्चुअली निकै कम टप 16 त्यहाँ
ओरे रे 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 कस्तो हो ब्याटल बिआरयु भनेको चाहिँ ओसन हैन बिआरयुबाट खेलेको दाइ बुझाइदिनु त टुर्नामेन्ट कसरी हुन्छ दाइ बुझाइदिनु त टुर्नामेन्ट कसरी हुन्छ टुर्नामेन्ट त अब धेरै तरिकाले हुन्छ यार कसरी बुझाउनु तिमीलाई एकैचोटीमा जुन टुर्नामेन्ट वाला च्यानल्सहरु हुन्छ नि तिनीहरुलाई फलो गर त्यसै थाहा हुन्छ दाइ क्लिन फिल्ड माग्नु न ओके म त नै क्लिन फिल्डमा पनि यो आवाज त आउँछ नि यो सराउन्डिङ आवाज आउँछ देशको सोल्जर जय नेपाल राम्रो